What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here. Alright, so I don't have a lot of time, so let's just break down all of the stupid mistakes made. Very, very easily can be described. Christensen. Did they watch the tapes for the Palace game? I talked about it in the plastic podcast I just did. Christensen had just as bad of a game as Rudiger did against West Ham, which means he should have been on thin ice. Palace should have been the last straw. Said, nope, get off. But no, we decided to play him again. And what does he do for a lot of the goals? Oh, that's a nice goal. God, man, if only somebody defended that. Ah, oh well. Barkley shouldn't be playing. Should not be playing. He's not been consistent enough. He's had maybe one or two good games since we've come back from the break. Why is he still playing? Why is Kovacic not playing? I mean, my God. We brought this guy in because we know he can play. We know he's a solid player. So why are we going to Barkley? Why is the sub that's coming on Loftus-Cheek? What's wrong? Is he just resting him? Is he making sure he's okay? Because I know he's had a bit of a knock or something. But is that really... You're not even going to give it a shot? You're not even going to say, all right, Barkley, you're not good enough. Get off. And Barkley is your last sub off the field, by the way. There's obviously some favoritism going on there from Frank, and I don't understand it. I mean, you want to be in the Champions League next year, right? Why are you going to Barkley? That doesn't make any sense. Going the front three. Like, don't get me wrong, Pulisic and Willian, both fantastic so far. You got to give them a break. At some point, you've got to give them a break. They did not look up to it because they looked tired today. And then on top of all of this, why Abraham? Why? Giroud has been on fire. Giroud has been basically creating a lot of our attacks. Abraham's done nothing. He had one goal. It was a well-taken goal, but that's about all he's done. Any game that he's been in, whether he's coming on as sub or whether he started, he's done nothing. In fact, the West Ham game, a lot of our problems came from he started, and he didn't give us anything. Not really. So, what's Frank doing? Why all the Englishness aside, how does this make sense? What is on his mind? Is it just because they're English? Is it because he wants to give them a chance? Is he trying to give some players a rest before Liverpool? I don't know what the thinking is, but this is a game we need to win. Going to Liverpool? I'm sorry. I'm not expecting a win. At best, I'm expecting a draw. Because Liverpool just got embarrassed today. Which means they're going to be stepping it up. They're going to say, no. We did not just lose our chance to win every game at home. We're gonna make sure to turn it back around when we face Chelsea here. So they're going to be going all out to make sure they make up for the mistake they made today. Meanwhile, this is a game we should just... All right, it's Sheffield. They're a good team, but hey, let's just do our job. Let's get the job done. Boom, get the 3 points. Go into Liverpool. If we drop points there, it's okay. We've dropped points, or we gained all 3 points against Sheffield. So we're good. But no. Now we've dropped 3 points here, which means Man U and Leicester have a chance to overtake us, and now we're chasing them going up against Liverpool midweek. That's not the position you want to be in. And for some reason, Frank decided, you know what, we'll throw out, let Christensen give himself a chance to make up for his mistakes. Barkley, it's Barkley. He'll just go out there, run around for a bit. Abraham, he's young. I kind of like the kid. Let's just give him a chance. Well, this is what happens. You lose, embarrassingly. And by the way, in case it does end up being 3-1, I stopped watching at 89 minutes. I doubt we're going to score. But I just want to throw that in. If I start talking about the fact that we got shut out, and people are like, no, we didn't. We scored a goal at the very end. I stopped watching. At 90th minute, I was done. I think it was Alonso's looped cross to the back post, which nobody attacked. Which, honestly, wasn't a great cross anyway. But let's just talk individuals. Again, we need to be looking for a keeper. The second goal, perfect example. I mean, the first one, he made a decent save, but didn't really... He just palmed it back into the danger zone instead of really getting it out. The defenders, of course, all were watching because that's what we do when we defend. So I think he could have done more for the first one, but the second one for sure. I mean, my God. I mean, let's just talk about the fact that it's right here. It's right here. All you got to do, step, pop. But no, he's, whoa, that was fast. Oh, how did you do that? So, Kepa's got to be gone at this point. Go get Dean Henderson. He's showing you how to be a keeper. As far as the back four is concerned, I think Aspilicueta is the only one that had a solid game. Zuma had a few missteps here and there. Christensen was same old self. Completely didn't do anything on the first goal. Second goal, he's the one that should be tracking the header of the guy that's coming in. Not doing it again. Just like at West Ham. But then we took off Rudiger, not him. Weird. So he's useless. And Reece James has not been impressive since we've come back. I get the fact that Alonso's not a good left back, so I understand why you're not using him. But Reece James made a point of showing why not him either. And we know Emerson's not good enough. So right now we're kind of stuck. We don't have a defense. And that's why all these people are talking about, oh yeah, we got Werner. Oh yeah, we got Ziyech. Yeah, we're going to be great. We've not picked up any defenders. And that's number one. That should have been number one. We have solid attacking players. We have some solid attacking players out on loan that are coming back. That should not have been our priority. Our priority should have been, hey, let's work out our defensive problems because we've got some. It's not like I don't think before the break it was anything too ridiculous. I don't think that we were going to, or we would have been freaking out before the break happened about our defense. I think it was just, we need to sign players. We need to get better options back there. But I don't think it was like, we need to. We're being shown now, we need to. I mean, it's very, very clear that we've got to get some better players back there. Because if we don't, there's no way we're challenging. I mean, you look at Liverpool from 2 or 3 years ago, before they got some of the players like Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Van Dijk, before they got some solid defenders in there, they were useless, even with a very dynamic front three. They couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't challenge for the title yet because they didn't have that back line that they needed to be good enough. So until we fix that, it doesn't matter who we bring in up top. So just going to go ahead and throw that out there. The midfield, Jorginho, I thought he came on and did well against Palace, but mainly because we had a youngster in there that was running things, and he comes on with a bit more experience, kind of calms everyone down. Today, kind of similar to the Jorginho I'm not a big fan of. Very slow, not really picking out the right passes, not good at all defensively. So, he definitely got caught out a few times, and it was frustrating to watch. Mount looked tired. He was not nearly as energetic as I've seen him, so needs to be more rotation there. Barkley, I've already talked about him. He was awful today. Aside from a few clever things that he did on the ball, his passing is so slow. Even when he does a 2-touch pass, because most of the time you want to keep 1 or 2 touch passing, but Barkley's 2-touch is not boom boom. It's touch, pass, touch, pass. It's like he's moving in slow motion. And I don't understand why nobody can see that. Because it's very, very clear if you watch him. Whenever we move the ball quickly, it looks so good. It's boom, 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 boom. But with Barkley, it gets to him, and it's like, I don't know, it's like he can't get his body moving quick enough. There was no pop to his play. It was just very, just moving like a robot almost. So yeah, not impressed with the midfield three, which is honestly where we lost a lot of the game because we couldn't get past that first line of defense for Sheffield because our midfield was not really helping us. So, and then the front three, like I said, Willian and Pulisic, they look tired today. Same as Mount. They're generally players that they'll give you something, they'll work hard, they'll produce something. But they really didn't today because they didn't look up to it. They looked tired. There should have been more rotation, but there's not been. There's not been any rotation, really. It's been, let's just go with William Pulisic, William Pulisic, William Pulisic. Yeah, they're both great players. At some point, you got to give them a break. I don't know when you're going to, but at some point you have to, or else you're going to get a game like this. And now you're going into Liverpool, and it's not like they're going to have any time to rest. So, again, just very bizarre decision, but not as bizarre as Abraham, which he's practically playing himself out of getting a better contract at this point. You know, because there's been talk about him getting a new contract and all that, and whether or not he deserves it. Is he going to work harder for it? Honestly, based on what I've seen from him, I wouldn't give him a better contract. Today was a perfect example. He wasn't giving us anything. Now, don't get me wrong, have I liked him for most of the season? Yeah, he's played pretty well. But since the restart, he's done nothing. I don't know what he did over the break, but whatever he did, it wasn't enough. Because he's come back slow, he's not working as hard, he's not giving us anything whenever we're trying to get out of our own defensive third. You know, you want to have a striker that whenever you clear up the field, he's going to step in, he's going to put pressure on. He never does. I can't tell you how many times a cross came in and a defender just easily clears. Because what's Abraham doing? Oh, maybe if it goes past this defender in front of me, maybe then it'll get to me. You ever heard of the term make them miss? That's what you're supposed to do. You make them miss. You put any pressure on a defender, they're not going to have a clean clearance. But the problem is he never really does. And talking about his heading ability, he had like, what, 2 or 3 where right to him, brilliant delivery right to him, off the shoulder. There's the one we got a corner out of, but of course we're not going to do anything on the corner anyway. But then there was the one brilliant delivery in right to him. I don't remember who, I think it was Dave sent it into him near the end. Right to him, right on his head. Off like skimmed off his forehead, hit his shoulder, straight down to the ground. Henderson's like, thanks. I mean, you're not giving us anything. And again, yeah, Giroud probably needed a break. He's been playing really well. But Abraham's not giving you anything. Heck, throw Batshuayi in there. See if he's going to do anything better. If not, well, then go back to Giroud. But yeah, to give Abraham a chance today to prove himself, not when you're chasing for Champions League. That's not when you do that. As far as the subs that came on, I was kind of mixed on the subs at halftime. I thought changing it to a back three, not a terrible decision, giving Alonso a chance to play left wing back. You get Christensen off because, he hurt his ankle, not because he was terrible. And, you put a back three, they're more solid, they're more organized back there, hopefully. So that way you have that deeper lying option if they manage to get past your first line of defense. Problem I had with it was that Mount came off instead of Barkley. Like I said, I know Mount was looking tired, but Barkley was just awful. He wasn't giving us anything. I think Barkley should have come off. But, it stepped it up a tiny bit, but not much. And then, of course, the next one, I think it was... Pretty sure it was Giroud for Pulisic. Was that the next one? I think that was the next one. And then it was Hudson-Odoi for James, and then Loftus-Cheek for Barkley. Of all the subs that came on, though, Giroud once again proved why he should be starting. I mean, instantly came on, over-the-shoulder volley right past the post. Already a chance created. He's been on the field for literally 3 seconds. And he was putting pressure on the defense. He was causing problems. He was making good runs. Anytime a cross came in, you knew Giroud was going to be somewhere in that vicinity. So he proved why we need him on the pitch over Abraham, because Abraham didn't really do much else. He had a couple chances that he wasted, and that's pretty much it. Hudson-Odoi, Loftus-Cheek, 2 players that everybody keeps saying they got a bright future. Since the restart, neither of them have done anything. So again, I'm not sure why Loftus-Cheek over Kovacic. Honestly, I don't know why Hudson-Odoi over Batshuayi. Give Michy a chance. But yeah, I mean, it's frustrating. I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of the decisions that Frank made. And we have to hope now that basically Leicester keeps having a poor return, because that's our only chance. Because Man U's not slipping up anytime soon. They're on one of their highs right now, so they're probably going to win out most of their games, if not all of them. So the only chance we have to make Champions League at this point is Leicester continues to slip. Leicester continues to have their bad games. We know that Man U and Leicester are facing each other the last day, so that gives us an opportunity. But we've got to step it up. Because Liverpool, we got to hope for a point, if that. But then after that, we have some difficult challenges. Norwich is not going to be much of a challenge, hopefully. Of course, you never know. We tend to be a team that, oh, this team's down and out. They're not doing anything. They look hopeless. They can't even get a point. Oh, what? We lost to them? How? So Norwich should be our easiest game, but other than that, I know we've got Wolves on the last day, and they'll be fighting for probably Europa League spot. They're going to be a tough challenge. And then I forget who the other team is that we face. But, I mean, we don't have an easy set of fixtures, and we should have put this game away. We should have gotten our 3 points here because this is a game we needed to win. And instead we came out and just didn't look good. We look like a team that doesn't belong in the Champions League. And that's not good enough. So anyway, with all that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe, future Chelsea reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.